Welcome to Terror 2T. Hi there, I'm Mason, and today we're going to do a June 2022 reading for the sign of Virgo. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. Glad you could stop by. And if you're returning, you're awesome. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It won't cost you a thing, and it will ensure that I get to stay around on YouTube. And this is the bonus for you. You'll get to know when the next reading comes out. Otherwise, I don't know if you've ever searched for a particular channel. You didn't subscribe to it. I've actually had this happen. And this is no lie. I'm not making up a story. I've had to search for people, and I couldn't find them. It's just because you kind of get lost in the maze of so many channels out there that if you don't subscribe and have some kind of marker, sometimes it can be hard. Unless it's a really, really big channel and it's been around for a while, it's kind of hard to find. So anyway, take that into consideration, Virgo. So we're going to look at a situation you're dealing with, and we're going to look at some trouble that you're having in that situation, or complicating factors. We'll see how it comes out, and then we're going to deal some cards of advice. Okay. Alright, let's get started. Two of Hearts, I like that. I always seem to, these days, I don't know, a lot of these readings start off with Two of Spades, so I'm glad to see Two of Hearts. It's about relationships, close relationships. Eight of Diamonds, nice. Six of Spades. Okay, this was fated. You had some kind of new opportunity or doorway, metaphorically. Physically, maybe you really did have a doorway open, but this is more in the metaphorical sense, okay? Some kind of path open for you that wasn't open before. Just to clarify, like the universe gave you an opportunity. It's possibly something that you've never even thought was possible in your life. It may have a lot to do with this Two of Hearts. It's about companionship, partnership, harmony. It's really good because it's definitely talking about a companion as opposed to just family or friends. But I think you've been desiring closeness for a while here, Virgo. And this is a very strong relationship. Perhaps that's what the destiny, the fate is about here. The Eight of Diamonds is about the road, kind of like, this is about open roads too, but this is about like moving ahead on that road. Okay? Because it's diamonds, it tends to talk about our finances and our success and our abundance and all that jazz, but I tend to think in more, this is going to be abundance in the relationship arena. And it's about hard work paying off. Perhaps you've been putting a lot of effort into meeting someone or having someone arrive in your life that is going to make a real difference in the way you relate to the world. And your sense of security, in your sense of attachment to somebody. Oh, wow. Some things got kind of shifted around for sure. I tend to think this is tied up with this destiny, though. In the traditional tarot deck, this is the Magician card. It's about things getting juggled, but it's also about the end of some kind of journey or cycle. Perhaps you had to go on some kind of inner journey. You know, discover things about yourself before this could pop up. this Two of Hearts. That's what I'm pointing at, if you can't see that. In your life. The energy of that, anyway. Nine of Hearts, nice. Yes, definitely some kind of completion. If you were feeling lonely and like you're kind of like, it's never going to happen, I'm never going to meet that person, or whoever this represents. This doesn't have to be romantic. I'm leaning towards more romantic. Right now they could be just a friend, and this could be unraveling as we speak, right? Or unfolding. But you had some kind of deep desire or wish for this to happen. That's what this Nine of Hearts is about. Eight of Hearts. Holy cow. Yeah, this is definitely about some kind of very, very significant relationship for you. This is like this is going to shake up your world in a good way. Yeah, again, this is moving ahead, advancement. You could look at it as an advancement in your emotional growth, because now perhaps you're open to having this happen. Maybe you weren't open to this before, Virgo. But now the Eight of Hearts is about having fun meeting a new person. What did I say? I said you met a new person. And this is what this card is about. It could also be a positive change in your work life, but I'm picking up strong relationship vibe here. You know what? This is looking so nice. I think I'm going to go ahead and see what the complicating factor is. Ten of Hearts. That's not complication. That's sweet completion. Whoa. But that's a little dark. Okay. Nine of Spades. Ten of Diamonds. My gosh. You have so many cards of completion. You have two nines and you have two tens. And two eights. Moving ahead, even though these completions... well, actually, I'll take that back. With completions, you have to move past them and you have to move ahead. So you're on the other side of whatever has ended. Some kind of spiritual growth, emotional growth. This Ten of Diamonds, again, talks a lot about abundance and finances, usually. I think in this sense... I mean, this could be tied up to some work situation, because we did have that hint come out here about it being a work situation. But yeah, this quite literally is like the money tree card. It's also the end of a major cycle. The Ten of Hearts. This is about happy celebrations, happy meetings. Yeah, I'm not coming up with anything different other than that. It's just like it's the most positive. It's one of the most positive influences out of the whole deck. It could be just some kind of news, but I think the news is that you've met this person. It's news to you, right? Nine of Spades. I don't know why this popped up. If this speaks to you, you take it how it resonates. I know you hear that 100 times a day if you listen to tarot channels, but it's true. If this doesn't fit, throw it away, because this all looks so amazing. This is a disappointment card. This is some kind of dissatisfaction. It's also the card of change is being forced upon you, because we did have to have something pop up in here that, I don't know, led to a complication that we're going to reveal with our advice where you need to go with this. So, not to rain on your parade. I'm feeling like you've probably had to have some kind of mental shift with all this, right? You've had to try on a new you. Being involved with somebody, feeling this strongly about somebody. It's all new for you, and perhaps you were hurt in the past and now you're having to let go you know what I mean, of your old persona of just keeping people at a distance, let's say. Yeah, I'm picking that up. That's what this this loss is. That totally makes sense. It's like if you've been like kind of stuck in this rut for so long, again, destiny, you had to have growth happen to meet this person. Gotta let go of the old you, the old ego. If you're into spiritual stuff, they talk a lot about the loss of the ego and how it is a real death in some sense. If you can achieve that, if you don't know anything about that, Google it. About the loss of the ego and spiritual death. Personally, I have been reading up on stuff on that lately. It's pretty heavy stuff. But, it doesn't have to be spiritually. This could be totally in this realm of your life, relationship realm, that you're experiencing this side of you that's kind of going away. And the Seven of Hearts, again, we have the card of, honestly, it looks like a very positive card. It's actually about having some kind of disappointment again. I tend to interpret the Seven of Hearts as an experience of being brokenhearted. It could be that you're fearing that. I'm sensing that very strongly. That's what that's about. I mean, it's possible that you left another relationship and you are still mourning with these two cards. You're still mourning the loss of another relationship, and here is this new person. Boom. Let's get some more information, though. Well, I guess when you can get some more information, yeah, and we had some kind of control figure here. Kings, not necessarily bad control. This king tends to be very trustworthy. This is the king that you could look up to as some kind of advisor, a mentor, or just like a trusted friend. It's usually a more mature male energy. It could be that somebody embodies that. It doesn't have to be the male. You could be the male, or vice versa. Maybe you're feeling like you need to get advice from someone. Like you're not quite trusting your intuition on this or your gut feelings with it. Like maybe you're afraid it's too good to be true. Again, with the Seven of Hearts, you're afraid of having your heart broken. Or this could represent the control that you're exercising here. You're holding back. Just as a side note, this can be a fire sign. This could represent a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Or it could just, like I said, be an energy that's at play here. Four of Diamonds, yes. It has very much to do with your sense of security. The Four of Diamonds does talk, again, about abundance and finances. Our sense of security, stability, that's the word I was looking for. Stability. This is also the card of some kind of inheritance. Because I'm not really seeing this going down the money path. I mean, we've had a little bit of Pentacles come out. I think this is just like about abundance in general. The windfall here would be the relationship. It's symbolic of that. So, with keeping that in mind, this card warned you to not overspend. I'm hearing not to take it for granted. Because it's a relationship, right? And it is a form of abundance. Because it's something, the wish fulfillment that was back here. It's something you've been wishing for. And now it's on your doorstep. So be careful with that and don't take it for granted. Because if you're afraid of this broken heart, you could self-sabotage this, right? For example, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but... Alright, your cards of advice. King of Spades. Foe. King of Hearts. 10 of Clubs. This is my favorite 10. This is the card of good news. It's also the card of completion. You have definitely reached some kind of major and ending in terms of a cycle. You have 3 10s out here. But in the realm of advice, I'm thinking that the kings are representing the energy that will bring you here, which, like I said, is a very good place to be. This is also the card of travel. You don't have to look at it as physical travel, like, oh yeah, you're going on a trip or somebody else is. If that's the case, it is for a good reason. Maybe you're traveling to see this person. I also tend to look at it as traveling emotionally from one space to another. So if you really want to get out of this sense of, or not sense, but this place of being afraid of having a broken heart, this could be your ticket. The King of Hearts it's a fatherly male, mature I said that backwards, mature male energy. Perhaps there is somebody like this in your life that you can confide in. Maybe you really do have your father still involved with your life if you're not, too up there in years. Your father could still be around and still be a source of mentoring for you. It could also mean that you need to kind of nurture yourself this way. The King of Spades is a slightly different energy in that it's still an authority figure, definite leader. This person, they're more business minded, so they have more of that practical sense. This could also mean a person that causes problems in relationships. So it's very possible you have these dual energies going on inside you. And if you were following what I was saying, you could see how these would be conflicting and they would lead to some real problems. On the one hand, you're feeling very loving and nurturing. On the other hand, you're causing problems because you're trying to be practical. I'm feeling very strongly that that's what that was meant to be, coming out in this reading. I'm going to get some more cards of advice before we wrap it up, Virgo. At least one more. 3 of Spades. Threes, this could be indicating a third party. Like another person who's complicating things. I have not seen any indication in here that that's what's going on. It is the card of partnerships, though, in general, which is interesting, right? I think you are dealing with a potential partnership here, but it's also the card of worrying and stressing. And I think you're... yeah, I'm thinking that you're overthinking this. I think that could be the problem here. You're worried too much about this broken heart. And you're mourning the loss of this part of your persona or who you thought you were with this 9 of Spades. And you're giving that up for somebody. And I think maybe that's where this discomfort comes in. You're really worried that that's not the right thing to do. I think you're just very cautious. You're very afraid of being hurt. That's what I think these kings are. Yeah. You're kind of torn. Let's get one more card, though, before we wrap it up. Definitely. Four of Hearts. 4 of Hearts is nice. Stability. This is saying that you're protected. Your stability is protected. You have nothing to worry about, Virgo. This is about happy relationships, a strong sense of security, even the possibility of family and marriage in here. I think it's giving you reassurance that you don't need to worry like this and stress. This relationship, I think, is good. The cards are saying that the relationship is good. You're just having a little bit of difficulty sorting through it. Wow. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope that helped. Again, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the thumbs up if you don't mind, if you like this video. And I will see you again soon. Take care.